Welcome back to the back row. Another episode. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Aden.
And today we're going to see Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give a little pre-theater review, and then
Out of theater reaction will come. Podcast review next week.
Yeah.
So expect that. Get a little bit deeper into what happens. But today, since we got the first Star Wars movie in 7 years, we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit Star Wars. Big topic, big franchise.
both fans, right?
Yeah, both fans. I mean, it's been around for ages. So grew up on it, have become an adult on it.
Yep.
So it's pretty interesting to see.
Still watching most of the media they put out. So
But I mean, what is your let's start with this. What are your thoughts on the current state and culture of Star Wars right now?
I think we're getting back on track. They put Dave Filoni back in charge.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy, right? That's her name. She's gone.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't like where she was taking us. But yeah, no, I think we're back on track. I am excited to kind of see what's happening post Rey.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that we've been getting has just been like backstory and like takes off after like the original trilogy. So we're just getting more
Expanding on what's already kind of been
like,
put in place.
more lore padding,
Yeah.
I would say. So like I'm excited for the projects that are gonna come out and explore post Rey. But like Mandalorian and Grogu, like I honestly don't know that much. I've probably seen maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Mandalorian. So like I am excited because these are kind of new characters to me.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But like we were kind of talking about it yesterday. We touched on it. Like I don't know if this is gonna move the story forward. But yeah. What about you, bro? How do you feel about the current state of Star Wars? Oh, sorry. I have to mention the Darth Maul show was amazing. Like that gave me hope for where Star Wars is heading. All right.
Darth Maul show is fire. I do think though it's concerning that if we're talking about what's come out in the last decade or even it's been forever. When did Clone Wars come out?
The show?
Yeah.
Like 08?
Yeah, even like 15 plus years. It's concerning when the animated material is better and still holds up.
Yeah, aside from like Andor.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah, maybe Rogue One.
Those are like the only live action stuff that happened that you're like, whoa, this is pretty good Star Wars.
So like, it's a little concerning when the animations material has been much better consistently than
I will say
what they're putting out in theater.
One of the things I do like about the animation is like it's able to show you what like Siths and Jedis are actually capable of when they're dueling and fighting, as opposed to like, without CGI, like there's not too much that like
you can enhance the fight with animation.
You can do ding, ding, ding. Yeah, but like you can
get
start
a little
crazy moves and do spirals.
You can toe the line of like getting unrealistic, but I mean it's Star Wars. It's it's a fantasy fucking galactic space world, bro. Like or space fucking what's it called? Empire, whatever.
Right, but like a more fast paced. Like obviously choreography is important in the movies and like they do a decent job, but like just animated Jedi fights are a little bit more epic, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the animated fights are definitely more epic than what they put out in the last 15 fucking plus years.
Right.
But I mean, back on that, it's concerning aside from it being concerning when the animated material is better, since this sequel trilogy, I don't even want to acknowledge it, but it's there. It's on Disney Plus.
I haven't seen Last Jedi in a really long time. And I know that's like a controversial one, but I can honestly tell you that Rise of Skywalker is just a boo-boo movie. Terrible writing, terrible where they took our characters and their fucking story path. But for Force Awakens, it's not
Force
terrible.
Awakens, okay.
It's not terrible.
I like Force Awakens. I think I like Force Awakens
it jumped us off. It got us excited, and then they kind of just did away with some of the little crumbs that they were setting
I think
up.
Kylo
storylines.
Ren being introduced. I think a new villain just being introduced in general had a big play into why.
And like an iconic one. Like he had his time. Like everybody liked his lightsaber. Like that shit was sick.
I will say though, I wish they would have kept him masked longer. Maybe take the mask off like halfway through the fucking second one. Maybe third one.
I just thought it was cool that
adds a little bit of mysteriousness.
Even they had like the mask was fucked up.
Yeah,
that was sick.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand they had to unmask him for like the emotional scene when he just kills his dad. So, I mean, it would be kind of weird, bro, if he was just wearing the mask and like it's freaking this intimate.
I know what I must do.
Yeah,
but I don't know about this.
He's still got the auto tune on, bro. I don't know what I must do. It's like
it would take away.
It would be weird. But Kylo Ren carried a big part in I feel like the success of that movie and making it cool. Also, first movie, Finn was a cool character.
He held the lightsaber.
If we're beginning,
I really thought he was gonna be a Jedi.
Begin, he was cool. He was cool as hell. Like that's another big role.
This might be a dumb question. Is he force sensitive?
They never confirm it, but there's like
it's
theories
to, right?
and like it's kind of like maybe implied because him and Rey, like their connection kind of and like what they feel, sometimes they feel like similar things.
Yeah, Finn got done so
he got dirty, bro. What the hell were they doing, bro?
Those movies just make me sad because they're not bad. Like they
have
potential.
Yeah.
And like just the bad writing kind of just
like they're watchable.
Messed it up.
Not the last one.
The last one is just so upsetting.
The first two,
bro.
I think, are watchable.
Yeah.
The second one kind of drags for me. But like I said, kind of watchable. And that end scene with like Luke and Kylo is kind of cool. But also like, I don't know if I fuck with their decision of bringing Luke back and like how they brought him back and just all that bullshit.
How do you feel about like the force projection, Luke? Like the fact that they did that.
Hit it, bro. Hit the fucking.
That one.
Nah, but
I think that whole sequence is awesome though, and then you find out that he was a force, and it's like.
Well, that's what I mean by like.
Has that ever been done before in the Star Wars universe? Has a force projection ever been able to do what he did?
The only thing that
shit
kind
is
of
pure
like
aura,
it,
though. That shit is aura.
Yeah, the only thing sure, there was that sequence is pretty fire.
Yeah, it's just that one decision where you find out that he's just a projection is kind of like.
Yeah, they could have done something else. I'm gonna just go ahead and assume they're just trying to try something new to introduce into like the Jedi lore, power lore, whatever. And maybe like, Luke is so old and has mastered this much. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That
he could have done the old arts. Yeah.
He's mastered this much that like he can do these things. You know what I mean? Like him specifically. But yeah, it kind of did kill the feeling a bit when it happened.
That shit is so sick though. Even on the setting and like the planet that they're on with all the red and the little mining, and they're trying to get out of the back. Like that's Last Jedi, right? Yeah, It's all right.
It's all right. I don't like though.
I gotta rewatch it. You know what, guys? But before next episode, I'll have a little review. For
I don't like how they just
guys.
wasted Snoke, in my opinion.
That is like one of the most memorable things about that movie for me is they just kill Snoke.
But they wasted him because he's barely just actually physically introduced in that one.
Oh, they traded him for Palpatine, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Somehow Palpatine is back.
Yeah.
That is a written line in a Star Wars movie. What are we doing?
Somehow he's back.
They fly now? They can fly now? They can fly now.
Yeah.
What are we dude, that movie is so bad.
It's so badly written and
bad.
Just everywhere.
The knife and the little mountains lining up, and that's the key, bro. What are we doing, bro? who cleared that? Who was in the writing room? They're like, guys, I got it. And everybody else around him was like, genius. Why didn't I think of that? Oh,
it's what is it? Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I bet it made so much money too.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, and he wrote the first one too.
And
not the Force Awakens, I should say.
Chris Terrio.
Terrio. Not familiar.
Not familiar.
Not familiar.
But yeah, that one was a dud.
JJ, you got some answering to do.
Yeah, that one was a dud. I also, I think they wasted a lot with a lot of characters, if we're being honest. They wasted a lot with Kylo. They wasted a lot with Finn. They wasted a lot with even Poe. They wasted a lot with...
Poe just became a joke towards the end, bro. Like, here's the difference. It's like they were trying to make him
just
Han
became
Solo-esque,
lovers,
bro. But Han Solo was cool, though. Like, Han Solo was cool and he was snarky and like...
Han Solo was badass,
he's a scoundrel,
bro. But that's also just Harrison Ford, bro.
Yeah, and then like...
No, I love Oscar Isaac.
Poe Dameron, badass pilot, bro. Like, was cool in Force Awakens. Had his moments in Last Jedi. And then Rise of the Skywalker, he's just quippy Poe Dameron. Ha, ha, ha.
I'm the quippy pilot.
Oh, how are we going to get out of here?
Don't worry, guys. You just have to push the accelerator. Like,
I love Oscar Isaac, too. No shade, bro.
I feel like
he did well with the material he was given.
I feel like he would play that role better now.
After a couple years in the game. Well, he's been in the game for a minute. But, like, you know.
Really in the game. That pushed him into, like, the mainstream. Like,
was able to get...
film, movies.
In movies that got Oscar nominated. Shouts out Frankenstein.
Shout out. That's the Duke Leto. Duke Leto.
It is. That's the Duke. R.I.P.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, so aside, or like I said, the sequel trilogy, since then, I don't know if anything's really propelled Star Wars forward or pushed any new plot line, story, or continuation, like in any way. And so that's kind of my concern, because I haven't really been invested in Star Wars since the sequel trilogies, even though, one, they kind of turned me off to Star Wars. But like I said, Star Wars is such a big franchise, been around for so long. I grew up on it. You see so many movies, like a lot of them are classics. So it's hard to just drop it right away, you know what I mean?
Well, also they put a lot out with Star Wars. Like, you have however 4 seasons of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. You have 2 seasons of Andor. You had a whole Obi-Wan Kenobi show. You had the Ahsoka show. You have all these things, and like, it's hard to keep up with all of it.
Well, it's not only that. It's like all of it is just
and
kind of
jumps around all the timelines too. Like, you're like, okay, this is set after Revenge of the Sith.
Well, all of it has had no impact on how we're moving Star Wars forward.
Right. That's what I want
really
to see
like,
from this new.
That's
this new takeover of the Star Wars.
That's my concern on the current state. If we're being honest, is they haven't pushed it forward in any way. They've had opportunities to do some cool shit based on shit they already have established. Like, what's it called? Cal Kestis, bro.
Yeah, they could bring him out.
You know how much you want to make money, Disney? Listen to the real fans, not the fucking Disney Plus. We watch the shows like whoop-de-woo. Like, I'm sorry, I know Star Wars is for kids. I know Disney aims for kids.
It's for everybody, bro. You don't have a franchise that has lasted since the 70s just catering it towards kids, bro. And that's also one of the cool things, that they do cater towards kids, but they also cater towards adults.
Like, I understand, like, at the end of the day, big family thing, and it's hard, I guess, if I'm like, what, a executive or something, or producer, but like, there's just so many missed opportunities if you just listen to like the real fans.
Well, also, I'm sure they care about their bottom line, bro. Like, they're trying to make money, and like, obviously
they want people to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Will make money, bro. So they're like, all right, like, let's do seasons. Let's just keep up with the old characters and the old setting that everybody knows. But like, let's be a little bit original. Let's come up with new shit. And I'm sure they're probably scared because, like, well, we gave you fucking new sequels and everybody got mad. But it was like, no, everyone liked them. We liked where you were going with it, and then you shit the bed, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted something to push it forward or something new. And I know that they're gonna have the new Starfighter next year with Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
But also, again, what's new about that?
When is that set?
Let's see.
Because if that's set post Ray, cool.
Let's see.
Are you at least excited for the Mandalorian movie? Or are you just excited for some Star Wars shit?
I'm
on
excited
the big
for
screen?
some Star Wars shit on a big screen.
Mhm.
I'm also just excited for I have a movie to watch.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Going to
to
the
be
movies,
honest,
we love it.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
Popcorn.
I like season 1 of Mando. Didn't keep up too much after that.
I know that because I've been trying to read a little bit because I have not seen that much Mandalorian.
Hold on.
I know that
A lone pilot on a high-stakes mission across a rebuilding galaxy to protect a Force-sensitive teenager from mysterious new villains. Timeline is set in a virgin storytelling era of uncharted territory. The
Okay.
galaxy is attempting to rebuild in the aftermath of the First Order's defeat while
Sweet.
grappling with
It's post Ray.
the power vacuum and new galactic threats. It says the antagonists are going to be the duo is relentlessly pursued by sinister elements with actors like Mia Goth and Matt Smith casted as primary villains. It's a standalone nature.
So they're gonna look all weird. I'm with it. Whatever. Cool.
Director described the project as completely self-contained story, neither a prequel nor a sequel to the Skywalker saga, and features 0 legacy cameos. I'm excited, but like I
Good.
said,
it's new. It's new.
it's new.
That's
It's
what
new.
I like.
Okay, it's new. So I'll give it that. I didn't read that much on it, which honestly, I wish I didn't. I wish I just went in blind. But fuck, you know what I mean?
No, that's enough.
Yeah.
That was good enough for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Rogue pilot. We
mhm.
got him.
We got Gosling.
Force sensitive kid. So that means that Force is still alive and well.
I'm hoping they're gonna see. This is what I mean by missed opportunities. They have an opportunity right now to introduce a new Force-sensitive character. I hope they don't waste it by. I know this is a standalone, but I hope they don't waste it by just being like, okay, guys, that was the movie for that. That was that story. Like, we're never gonna tell it again or
No.
do anything with it.
That those
Hope
characters
not.
live happily ever after.
Like, that would
yeah, no,
suck.
I agree.
Cause then it's like I've also heard rumors that we're gonna continue Rey's story. Cause what's her name?
I heard that
the
too.
actress
Daisy Ridley was
every
like,
fucking
yeah.
few months comes out and talks about how they're still working on the wrapping up her story. And they're
I'm not anti-Ray.
No, I'm anti-Rey.
I would be happy to see her
No.
back. I thought that the yellow lightsaber was cool. I don't like the decision that she took Skywalker's last name.
I'll be happy
bro.
to see
I
Rey
don't
back
like that.
if they actually give her some fucking combat fucking skills and artistry to her, bro. I don't want just fucking swinging fucking power fucking swinging, bro. No.
The only
Fuck
one
that.
of the most
wanna
interesting
see her.
things about her is she's the only one. You
Yeah.
know? Like she is the only one.
Yeah.
So that's cool, but explore that. Like she literally had to go off on her own at the end. Like when they bring her back, she better have some stories to tell and should have
True.
learned more shit, bro, and be, like you said, a better fucking warrior. Like I'm trying to see some real
It's
character
hard.
development from her.
It's
from
hard
Rey
because
when we do see her back,
It's
whenever it is.
it's hard because when you're a Jedi, you are automatically your standard is going to be compared to what's already been presented to us in the past. It's a lot to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
When you're specifically, because there's not too many, and this isn't to be fucking sexist or against women, but there's just not too many women Jedi that they've made on screen or adapted on screen.
Especially if you haven't seen Clone Wars, you probably
Exactly.
don't even think that there are that
Exactly.
many. You think Ahsoka's the only
Mhm.
girl Jedi.
And with that, if your standard's Ahsoka, woo, you got a lot to live up to there also, bro, for being honest.
No,
bro.
on God, she's a badass.
She
bro.
is fucking
She wields the
demon,
light
bro.
blade,
She's
bro.
a demon.
That's Anakin Skywalker's Padawan,
She's a
bro.
demon,
she's
bro.
nasty.
She's a demon. So it's hard. It's hard. So you gotta, and I'm not gonna fault what's her name?
Dave Filoni?
No,
Oh,
her.
Daisy Ridley.
I'm not gonna fault her too much. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah,
fault the
it's
writing more.
Same as Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
He did well with the material that he was given.
I'm gonna fault the writing more It's not her fault. But Star Wars, guys, like, you can make like Rey badass, bro. Like, please, like, do it, bro.
That's what
like,
the people want.
Like, come
if
on,
you weren't
bro.
gonna do it and bring
The reason
if
people
you
don't
weren't
like her
gonna bring
is because you made
Kylo-
her lame.
if you
And then you
weren't
made
gonna
her
make,
OP
right,
without any explanation, any like you didn't build any foundation for how the fuck she becomes so fucking powerful and gets all these fucking attributes and shit.
she was the only thing is she was lightly mentored by
Yes, bro.
Luke Skywalker, very lightly mentored. But like Ben Solo, Kylo Ren was supposed to be the guy. Like that was what his arc was set for. And they killed him off. And he was one of the most powerful and badass characters in those sequel films. So if you're gonna throw him away,
I think
and cash all your chips in on Rey and Daisy Ridley, you gotta make her a badass, dude. You have to. She has to. She's representing the whole Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
This is it. This is her.
Mm-hmm.
Make her badass, bro. Make her well versed in the fucking Jedi ways. Like, put her on a journey where she's going to learn about the old ways. But yeah, man.
Don't just
Which
make
I know
her.
that's the Last Jedi's touched on that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just want to see more. And
Ben
just
Solo
a little
would have been
better.
fire because they would have had a lot to like touch on.
Bro, and he
in a
has the
sense
whole legacy too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
he's carrying a lot.
he has the Skywalker bloodline.
He's carrying
in
it,
him,
bro.
And that's, I think, another reason why people were just a little bit, me being people, like upset that she took the Skywalker name, bro. Like it was Kylo's for the taking, bro.
Yeah,
But I like Rey. Like I said, I like Rey. I like her story. But like now that this is it, this is what they gave us.
Yeah.
Build on it and give us good shit.
Yeah.
Better shit.
I mean, the Ben Solo would have been cool too because, I mean, at the point they had him at, he was basically so, how do I say it, like teetering between the dark side.
Yeah, he had that
and the
power
Force.
struggle, and he was like, I don't know.
And
Do
I
go
think
light
that
or
was cool.
dark?
That would have been cool to continue developing a story on that because now he's a character who has pretty much seen both sides. And honestly, we haven't seen too much of that until like we had some moments in Maul where he starts reflecting on his past a little bit, sees how really he was first fucking abused, bro. If we're being straight up here.
They took him when he was a little kid, bro. He had to leave his family, like.
But at the end of the day, Maul, it's just that dark side was just instilled in him so much. He was from such a young age.
He just got he
only
really
knows
has
it.
rage and hate.
He
in
only
him, bro.
knows that. Like he only knows that. So he's gonna continue operating on that level.
Which makes him the perfect Sith.
Yeah,
bro.
makes him
like,
Sith.
He's
Yeah.
just
He's
wow.
lost a lot, bro. Yeah. I hope that they continue to expand on Maul. I hope one day we see him on the big screen. Would love that. I think they would sell out tickets immediately.
Well, we know how it ends, right? Like he has that fight with Obi in Rebels, but I
They
mean,
put that
shit.
on the big screen, bro.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if we're having,
I wouldn't mind, bro.
if
I don't like
if we're
repeats.
if we're gonna focus on the past, like let's have big Darth Maul. On
Yeah,
the
no,
screen.
definitely. But back to Ben Solo, yeah, it would have been cool seeing that sort of confliction, like between
Well,
that.
also, like you haven't had a Sith turn back to the light since Darth Vader,
And he was already
and he was
gone
doing it.
by
He was,
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like Kylo was doing it. He was becoming Ben Solo
Yeah.
again, and then they killed him.
And then they fucking
Also,
kissed.
9, right, bro. Also, 9 is a weird number of movies to stop on. Like,
Very true.
they could have just gave us 10, bro.
True.
Star Wars X, that would have been sick.
That would have
bro.
been fire,
Would've been
bro.
sick,
They
dude.
could have had like one of the
Imagine
starfighters, bro.
The movie posters would have been crazy for that, bro.
That would have been fire,
No,
bro.
we got a 9-episode saga.
Yeah, bro. But I mean,
Hey, but you know what, dude?
it's hard to please Star Wars fans, if we're being honest.
It really is.
Can't please
because
them all.
you have so many different aspects and it means different things to different people, like, which is also one of the beauties of it.
And to be fair, you do have new fans, and as
bro, could you imagine if like Rise of Skywalker is like the first Star Wars movie you ever saw? Like you're like, oh my god, that was amazing.
And that's
and
why
it's just like, no, come here, little fella.
And that's why it'd be ignorant to just like disregard that's happened.
No, for
People
sure.
have
like,
grown up on these last
when you if you were a
10
little
projects.
kid, yeah, like this is your Star Wars, and like you probably don't hold the older
nostalgia
movies to a higher
or just
standard,
hold
like
it to your heart like
have
we
the
do.
nostalgia
Because that's
bias.
something about the OG ones have a lot of heart in them. The prequels, not the best writing, but you can tell George Lucas was a part of it, right?
Yeah,
You can tell it had George Lucas was a part of it. You could tell.
It sets the stage for the whole Star Wars storyline, especially Darth Vader's. Like that's the whole thing. But also like
it's a pivotal
it gives you more into the Jedis and what they believe and how someone becomes a Padawan and all these things, you know. And that's really important. And like without the prequels, you don't get any of the shows like Clone Wars or Andor, none of that. Like, so
do you think?
I think it's important. And I love the prequels.
What would you think about? I'm not a hater either.
And I think like people have used to hate on him, and like now, like especially like our generation growing up, like those movies are held in like a higher regard.
And
except for Attack on
they have the best live action fight, if we're being honest. So
yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree that fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin,
I mean, a lot of the fights
amazing.
in the prequels are pretty fire, but yeah, that one just got to tip my cap to it, bro. For being honest,
yeah, that fight, that whole sequence is amazing.
Would you say it would be smart to move on from the Skywalkers?
Yeah, but like I think like done tastefully, like kind of how, kind of how like Planet of the Apes, right? Like Caesar's
he has
dead,
a send off,
but
bro.
his whole like belief system, like they still regard Caesar in such a high place.
They close Caesar's arc with meaningfully.
Right, but even I'm talking about like in Kingdom, right? In Kingdom Planet of the Apes, like
they carry it.
His
legacy carries on.
Still carried, like he's still referred to.
Oh yeah, I see.
And
I'm down
think
for
like that is how the Skywalker name should be.
Yeah.
People still talk about Skywalker. They talk about like what was important and like how Vader was.
I mean, even outside of just disregard Rey, she's not really a Skywalker,
right?
But I mean, technically, Anakin and Luke did bring balance
like
to the Force. The original they brought it back.
Anakin brought his whole prophecy was he was gonna bring balance to the Force, and he did that, but he wouldn't have been able to happen without Luke.
Yeah, so that's
so good.
Exactly.
Bro. Where did we go
Honestly,
wrong with the writing?
They could have just left it right there and gone on with Ben Solo. But I mean, if we're being not like, think about it. If you really look back, you're like, damn, because then that keeps it close to the family, but then also gives an outside. He's sort of still an outsider because he's a solo. He's a solo, bro. At the end of the day,
I don't think it was wrong to bring Luke back though.
Yeah, no.
Luke is Yoda's last fucking trainee, bro.
Exactly.
So obviously, like the ways are still in him. He's still taught and like holds beliefs. So like obviously you needed him there so that Rey could learn from him.
Yeah.
Which they should have shown way more of.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you need Luke there. So like I don't think it was a bad decision to bring Luke back. You needed that. But is it time to move on from the Skywalkers? Probably, yeah. Like, and I think they did. That's why this is called the Skywalker Saga. But it's not time to move on from Star Wars. Like, we still have to figure out how the Jedi are gonna rebuild, bro. Like, what?
I mean, would you want like an Old Republic trilogy?
What do you mean? Like
we're going back.
Way back?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that would be sick, dude.
Yeah,
like,
that would be sick.
I've never seen somebody bleed their lightsaber on the big screen. I thought it was gonna happen in the mall show. They didn't do it. That is what I want to see, bro. I want to see like, man, like the Old Republic, the old Jedi, like all that. I want to see the old temples when they were at their fucking peak, bro. When you had real Jedis walking around in robes before Jedis were just soldiers, you know?
Yeah.
Like
that'd be cool it'd be cool to see the origin of what we've already seen, you know what I mean, for years now.
You'd have to see those like those
bro, and some of the villains
their names, but the way they look is all crazy.
Some of the villains
for sure,
bro. Oh my god. Well, we got to wrap it up soon, so honestly, let's just end it with, let's give some of our personal taste and picks. What's your favorite Star Wars movie as of right now?
As of right now, I just watched A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And Empire Strikes Back was just, I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was like, wow, this movie's so fucking good, dude. It has every iconic moment.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you get the reveal that Darth Vader's like, no, I'm your father. You get Han Solo's famous, like, I love you.
Yep.
I know. And then, like, all the settings, too. Hoth, Dagobah, Cloud City. You get Lando. Like, it's just iconic Star Wars. Everything that it should be. That is my favorite Star Wars right now, today. Which it changes all the time. But as of right now, yeah. Empire Strikes Back. S tier.
Yeah, definitely. Empire Strikes Back's a good one. If I had to pick, it's probably between, and I know, bro. The prequels are kind of like, meh.
Yeah, they hold a special
And I know this is a
place.
basic answer, but Revenge of the Sith, or Chet was talking to you about it earlier, Return of the Jedi. It's just always been a classic.
You get the black suit.
I was gonna say,
Luke,
there's some
green
distinct
saber.
distinct things to that movie where a lot changes low-key in that movie, because it's from picking up from, what's it called, A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, like
Luke
Empire,
loses his arm.
Empire Strikes Back. Like they took a ding at the end, bro. Like they're on the back end, so like the stakes are really
to
high
see them return
when Return starts.
Return of the Jedi.
Ah.
But honestly, talking about it, yeah, honestly, I'd pick Return of the Jedi. All right, another one. What is your least favorite Star Wars movie? I mean, I think
Probably Attack of the Clones.
really.
Yeah.
Over Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Well, see, I don't even think it doesn't even exist in my in my mind. Yeah, it is. It's definitely Rise of Skywalker.
I'd say Rise of Skywalker too. All right, and now most underrated Star Wars movie out of all of them. Doesn't have to be a part of the 9, the Skywalker saga, all of them.
Rogue One, I the one that comes to
Yeah.
mind.
Most
Like,
underrated?
just movie wise, yeah. I think like that that Vader scene is just, it doesn't get talked about enough. And I know that movie is loved, but I don't think
Rogue One's solid.
it doesn't get its fucking props as often.
Definitely
as
doesn't.
It should.
It's definitely because there's just not any lightsaber battle, which is stupid, because it's a good
Dude,
story
that
and there's still
whole
action.
sequence at the end is
I think I saw
Cassian
that one with you
Andor,
too.
bro. Probably.
I think it was like me, you, Kyle.
Probably.
But my most underrated, this is a personal one. I just have fun watching it. It's rewatchable to me. I like Solo.
It's a buddy movie.
I kind of like
It's a buddy movie.
I mean,
I like.
yeah, I like it. I kind of hate how the ending teases Maul, and then we just get absolutely blue-balled. Like nothing fucking is ever probably gonna come out of it.
No, that shit's gonna come out in the fucking mall show.
You
bro.
think so?
Watch.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Solo, I have a good time. It's fun, not too serious. It's cool seeing a young Solo.
And the dude does good.
The
Like,
dude does
it's
good.
believable.
Yeah,
It's believable
bro.
for sure.
The dude is good, you know, and it's hard.
Young Chewie, what?
Yeah, bro, and it's hard to match up to what's it called, Harrison Ford. But no, he did a good job. He had that charm. He had that charisma. He was like, what's it called, condescending a little bit.
They show
witty.
the Kessel Run. They show
Yes,
the
bro.
Kessel Run,
Yes, bro.
And
The-
how he gets
see,
the
bro,
Millennium Falcon. That movie
The
is
action in
sick.
that one is cool, bro. If you just sit back, be like, you know what, this is a solo project. All I'm here for is action.
You get young Lando. Yeah,
some crime.
It's honestly fan service, but
Come on.
I love it.
It's
I
good.
love it, bro.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so solid one. That's my most underrated movie. But I mean, it looks like we gotta wrap it up.
Well, Mando tonight. Yeah. Go brush up on your Star Wars, folks. If you haven't watched it, rewatch them. They're still great.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we had a lot to talk about on that. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's nice to talk some Star Wars. There's just so much to unpack with it. It gives you a lot.
Well, we love you guys. As always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Later.
Later.